let's pretend like it's not Valentine's Day yet. I got caught up and I didn't have time to make the video I said I was gonna make. But as promised, I will deliver. I know I could have just made the video of me doing my makeup for Valentine's Day. Tips on like situationships and Valentine's Day and like couples and whatever. But I kind of wanted the makeup to be a bit more fun. And I've been seeing really creative videos on people doing makeup for Valentine's Day or Valentine's Day themed. So I'm gonna do that. For this, I will use the painted palette, obviously, but I will also use Blood Sugar because like red, like Valentine's Day, you know? Most of the colors I have not used. Spoiler. So, getting straight into it. Oh my god, I should have dusted that one off before putting on a new color. But anyway, first and foremost, before we get into everything else, how was your guys' Valentine's Day? I know we're like thinking that it's not Valentine's Day yet, but like it was. So like, how was your guys' Valentine's Day? Where did you guys go? Did you guys go somewhere expensive? Did you guys go somewhere important for y'all? Like, did you recreate the first date you had? I don't know, something like sentimental like that. I feel like people or couples that do more sentimental things on Valentine's Day other than going to like a very expensive restaurant or just like, I don't know, I feel like it's nicer in a way. But also like if your dude or girl is taking you out to a fancy restaurant and it's expensive, you had to be appreciated. Like you had to say thank you at least once. Because in this economy, you have to be very thankful for the people that want and do spend money on you because, oh my god, I don't spend money on anyone else besides the people that matter to me. And when I mean anyone else, like I will not even give anyone anything. Like in this economy, like I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that, but in this economy, like I don't see no one coming to pay for my rent. So why do I have to pay for anything that they want, you know? For this eye look, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just blending all the like nice reds in this palette into like a little whoop situation right here, and then we'll like figure it on from there. Remember how I said a couple videos ago that if you are waiting to be asked for Valentine's Day, you should, period, queen. But if you're waiting for a person that is not your partner yet, a person that you have been talking for more than a month, and you know, because I feel like we all know deep down inside. We don't want to admit it. I understand. We've all been there. We don't want to admit that the person we're talking to in a romantic way, in more than a friendship way, doesn't want anything with us. We just don't want to admit it, but we know deep down inside we know. And the reason we know is because so many people on social media be saying it to y'all. Like, they be saying it to me too. Like, okay, first and foremost, I am not better than anyone who has fallen into that, like, you know, I'm no better. I've been a victim of it. Hands up. Which is why I don't want no one else to be a victim of it. You get me? I'm going to use some foundation to just cut a crease in this look because I don't have concealer or anything else. But yes, girl, you know that man, that girl that you've been talking to for a month or more, or God forbid, more than 3 months. God forbid, more than 3 months. You know that they just don't want nothing with you. And like, you can't make a person want something they don't want, you know? And I know it's so much easier said than done, but it's time for you to cut your losses and to just accept that either Valentine's Day you're spending it by yourself or you're spending it with some friends or family, you know? Because Valentine's Day isn't just about romance. It's not just about couples. It's about all the kind of love there is. Like, if you're sad about a guy not wanting to be your Valentine's Day, why don't you like bring flowers to your mom? Why don't you bring flowers to your dad? If you have siblings, why can't you ask them to be your Valentine's Day and like take them out if you want to go out so bad? But no, you just want the cute Instagram pictures and to say that you had a date for Valentine's Day, because low-key social media do be making us feel like we're missing out if we don't have like someone that day, you know? Don't hate me for saying this. Hate me because it's true. I'm just trying to protect y'all. So I don't know if you guys agree that a cutoff time should be 3 months in a situationship. Honestly, it just depends how long you're willing to wait. Because whenever there's a situationship, there's always one person that has commitment issues and one person that has no self-respect. So you're one or the other. And girl, don't worry. I've been there. We've all been there before. Don't let no other girl lie to you, being like, oh, I've never had that happen. Every single guy chases me. No. We've all been there. Nothing to be ashamed about here. This is a safe place. We live and we learn. But learn from it. Sometimes these people be telling y'all that they don't want a relationship with you. And y'all still don't listen. They be telling you, nah, I'm not trying to look for nothing right now. No, I'm not ready for anything right now. I just want to keep on doing the things that we're doing, which is basically just hooking up with no, like, commitment whatsoever. Look, if you like that and you also don't want no commitment, then by all means, go get it, girl. Go get it. But if you feel like you will fall into the temptation of having feelings for this individual, just pack up your things and leave. And I know that we all think that we're just gonna be different and that's not gonna happen to us, but speaking to my girls specifically, we are emotional creatures. We are, for the better for the worse. Eventually the girls do start falling for the guy, even though the guy is horrendous or is ugly or has absolutely nothing together in his life. They start falling for it because they just like the love bombing. They like the attention. They like the gaslighting. Like, I don't know what we like, in all honesty, but women will lie to themselves for a man she really likes. Like, a dude doesn't even have to do anything. A dude just has to love bomb us for like 2 weeks, and then we're like his for like the next 7 months, and the next year we're trying to get over him, which is preposterous. Like, girls, let's get our act together. We can't have dusty crusty men doing this to us. We can't. I, for one, am sick of it. I'm sick of all these men just thinking that they could do whatever they want with a female and no repercussions will happen. We must show them that that is not the case. And we do that by having a backbone in situations like this. Like, if he doesn't want to be with you and you catch feelings and you know he's never going to be with you because we know. And if you don't know, then that's your answer. Like, I know it sounds so cliche to say, but if you know, you know. You know?
No, don't say that.
Like, if you're having any kind of doubts that this man doesn't want to be with you, he doesn't want to be with you. Like, it doesn't matter what is happening in his life. It doesn't matter that he just got laid off, or it doesn't matter that he's just going through something. He just a breakup, his living situation, his work situation. Like, no, they just don't want to be with you. I heard someone say once on TikTok or Instagram, I forgot where it was, that how you find a dude is how that dude is his entire life. Like, if you find some dude that is in like this huge crisis, he's probably in a constant crisis all his life. If you find a dude that is talking to a whole bunch of girls, he's not evaluating his options. He just likes to talk to a bunch of girls. That's how he's gonna be the rest of his life. You find a guy that is just hung up on his job and does not care about anything else. It's not a phase. Men don't have phases. That's who they are. And no, you can't change them. You're not Bob the Builder. Why would you want to change? Why would you want to change a man, first of all? We don't even change our bras that often. You don't need to change him, girl. You don't need to change him. You need Jesus. You need Jesus. You need Jesus to do... Oh my God, do you guys see that? Don't get on my chocolates. But yes, girl, you are not the Bob the Builder. You do not need to change a grown man. A grown man. You do not need to change a grown man. There'll be some men out here pushing 30 or in their 30s still talking about, I don't know what I want. I got commitment issues. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you still don't know what you want and you're 30? Like, in your 20s, what my dad used to say, your 20s are to fuck it up. Your 20s are for you to experiment, for you to try things, for you to do things, or you to just do things, to go out there and experiment, like to get this job, or to get this person, or to go for that type of person, or to do this investment, or it's just for experimentation. Your 20s. And I guess nowadays to learn how to love yourself, apparently, but like, your 20s is just a whole big experiment that you don't really know what's going on, and you're just there. When you're 30, you gotta get your stuff together. I'm sorry, you gotta have at least one thing together. I know life is tough, but if you're in your 30s saying, I don't know what to do with my life, I don't know what, I have no job, I have no car, I have no place, like, and I'm not And I'm not saying that you have to have everything figured out by your 30s, but you have to have something. Something. Like, you gotta have at least one thing that you're like, okay, you know, I did this. But most of the time they don't. Oh my god. And especially when it comes to feelings. When it comes to feelings, they just don't know what they want. They're still single. They're still hitting on girls that are very, very young for their age. And it's just like, bro. And I'm not even really blaming them that much. I'm blaming us girls. Because we know this and we still fall for it. Like I said, I am no different. I'm no different whatsoever. It's something that just happens to all of us at some point in our lives. We go through that. And for some of us, we decide, hey, you know what? I don't really particularly like this life. So I'm not going to participate in this life. You know, with these decisions. So they stop. Others just get stuck in there. Oh my god. I have heard so many stories about dudes blatantly just treating the girl so bad. Like, saying that they don't even like they dead ass look at the girl they're canoodling with. A girl that they know is just waiting to be accepted by them. Is just there. Like, that's literally the whole girl's purpose at that point in life. Just to be accepted by this dude. A short dude who's ugly, might I add, because it's always short, ugly dudes. It's never a tall and handsome one, always short and ugly ones. And they will be saying the most meanest thing to these girls that I'm just like, what? They be saying that they're ugly, that they want another girl. They would be like getting mad at everything. Oh my god, they be getting mad at everything and throwing a tantrum for everything, acting like they're 5 years old. Their bed is a disaster. Their room, just in general, wherever, if they live with their parents, if they roommates with someone, if they have their own place, it's always a disaster and it always smells bad. But us girls still decide to be with them, and I just don't understand. I went through my phase of that happening to me, and that phase of my life, I just wanted to be loved, you know. I wanted attention. I wanted some man to give me that attention, and a certain type of man was giving me that attention, so I was craving that attention so much, and I wanted it, and I know that man knew that I wanted it so bad. Luckily, I was able to snap out of it relatively quickly. Not quickly, but like relatively, you know, in terms of relativity and astronomics. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. Anyway, in the final note, just these girls, know that you can do better. Know that if you're waiting on a man to do something, you'll probably be waiting forever. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Like, what is this? What is this? Because if a man actually wanted to be with you, he would be with you. It wouldn't matter if that man had like the worst chapter of his life, if that man's whole family died. It would not matter if that man got laid off from like the best company in the entire world that paid him $1 million an hour. It would not matter. That man would be with you. And if he's not with you, it's because he just doesn't want to be with you. You are not his dream girl. And that's fine. Like, you don't have to be no one's dream girl. You have to be your own damn self's dream girl. Did I say that right? You gotta be your own dream girl. You gotta be the girl that you look in the mirror and you're just like, damn, shawty, that's me. Hello. Anything else, you should not even care about. Like, you'll find a man that you won't have to pretend or act any type of way. You'll just be yourself, and that will be the happiest relationship you'll ever be in. Because there is someone out there for everyone. There absolutely is. Just because you're not the same as Bethany over there that has the perfect man doesn't mean you can't find your own perfect man. I feel that a lot of the times these things happen because we compare ourselves to relationships with like our friends or on social media or like whatever. We just be comparing ourselves, right? Sometimes the relationships we be comparing ourselves to are trash. Like, they're so bad. And they be just telling us the absolute best. Like, oh my god, yes, we're so in love. No, they're not. Especially if you find that some person on social media or a friend is just talking nonstop about how their relationship is perfect, and you didn't ask ever, out of every single time they're talking about their relationship, you just like didn't ask. Those are the ones that are like in the worst relationships. Because I am a firm believer of the saying, what you gloat most is what you least have. So people that are just continuously bringing up their partners and just like, oh my god, like, we're amazing, we're so cool, we're this, we're that, like, probably have terrible relationships. And I've seen it happen. Like, I've known people that just say miracles about their significant other. But when it comes down to it, or when they, like, break up, they be saying some wild stuff that happened. To where I'm just like, bro, you don't need to convince anyone that you have a nice relationship. You don't. You need to convince yourself. Well, you don't even have to convince yourself. You just have to be in a nice relationship. And if a relationship isn't working out for you, don't be in it. Don't ever think that you should be in a relationship just because you guys been together for like a long time, or because everyone thinks you guys are like amazing. Like, if you don't feel like you belong in a relationship because like you guys aren't compatible, or because the other person did something that you can't forgive, like, it's time to leave. Also, too, if your significant partner does something, this is probably like the second tip, I guess, because all that was like the first tip. If your significant other, right, did something and you feel that you just can't forgive them for whatever it is they did, do not stay in the relationship thinking that one day you'll be able to forgive them, because you won't. I feel that in relationships, a lot of the time, one person in the relationships disrespects the other person in a way that's very painful for them. Most of the time, it's not even cheating. It's just a certain type of disrespect that they know that the other person will feel greatly disrespected, and they still do it anyways. I feel that if you are in that situation, or you were in that situation, if you feel that you will not be able to forgive that person, it is time to let go. It is time to just close that chapter and start new somewhere else. Because I feel that a lot of people get disrespected, whether it be cheating or not, like any type of disrespect that is just humongous for them. And they be thinking that with time, it'll be fine. You know that dumb saying, time heals all wounds? Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes time does not heal all wounds. Sometimes time just makes a scar that you can visibly see for the rest of your life. So if you feel that within the first 1 to 3 days, you cannot forgive your significant other for what they did, you just feel that you can't, you're not going to. And it's better just to leave. Because I've seen that people that usually stay in that situation just constantly hurt each other back and forth. Just constantly doing things that hurt each other. Like, oh, this person doesn't like that I do this. Well, I'm going to do this to piss him off. And that person finds out you did, and like, oh, well, that person did this. I'm going to do this to piss him off. And it's just like it's a very constant type of like bullying situation, I guess, between y'all. All because one person was hurt by what the other person did, and they didn't want to let go because they love that person. Like, they truly do love that person. But love isn't everything. Sometimes love isn't enough. That's just it. Sometimes love isn't enough. And it sucks. Like, it truly do suck. But it's just the way it is. And it would be so much better for you just to start new somewhere else than to be in a situation where you're just constantly in pain, constantly just thinking about everything that makes you sad. Life is too short to be in a relationship with someone, to be in a situationship with someone that does not appreciate your full value. And stop like thinking that no one's gonna appreciate your full value. Like, you will find someone that appreciates your full value. If you keep on stumbling upon people that don't, you probably should stop picking those type of people with those type of characteristics, you know. And I know it sucks, I know, because we like what we like, you know, but if it is hurting us, it's time to like something else, you know. We change our makeup style every few years, but you don't want to change that man. You look better with makeup than that man anyway. I look right now atrocious. Like, like the eyes were going somewhere, but the eyeliner just like killed it. And like, I know this is just holding my hair up, but it's also not helping. But yeah, those are like my 2 big tips. That if you're in a situation with another person and it's been like a month of y'all talking and you still don't know if that person wants something serious with you, they do not. And just leave. Don't waste your time. Find someone else that you can be friends with benefits with that won't have that kind of like entanglement with feelings, and just like have fun there. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but like, just trust me, just do it. Please just do it. And if you are in a relationship and that person did something to you that hurts you, just leave. Like, just count your losses and leave. Go to someone else. Don't bring your baggage to no one else because everyone is free from sin that they did not commit. They're free. I don't care what your ex-boyfriend did. Your new boyfriend is free of all guilt until proven otherwise. Okay, the thing I really wanted to do was I saw one girl do this and then she like had a piece of plastic and kissed it and like put it on her face, and I thought that was really, really creative. So I got a Shein bag. So let's see how this goes. We gonna kiss it. Oh, look so demure. And we're gonna just stick it somewhere like the cheek. Ooh, you know what? I like that. I like that a lot, but it needs a lot more lip gloss. Okay. Okay, I swear she made it look so much better. I look so bad. Okay, this is the last one. I'm gonna kind of like do it on top of that one. Ooh. And that's it, because I thought this was like gonna come out totally different than what it did. Maybe with my hair down. Oh. You know what? We already look like a clown. I'm gonna draw little hearts with the gloss.